The air changes first. Thick, heavy, a cocktail of charcoal smoke and river damp. You step off a roaring Manila highway and enter a world apart. The blare of jeepney horns fades, replaced by voices, a rooster's crow, the thud of a hammer. This isn't a place you stumble upon. You have to want to be here. My invitation came from Rico, a community leader with a disarming smile. He promised to show me the real Manila, not the one in brochures, but the one lived on the edge. We squeezed between walls of corrugated tin and scavenged plywood, ducking under a spaghetti of low-hanging wires. The world of sidewalks and street signs vanishes. You're in the heart of Tondo. Its reputation is infamous, but its story is more complex than headlines suggest. There's an intimacy here, comforting and confronting. Children dart past, barefoot, their laughter echoing in the narrow space. Some shy away, others offer a high five. There's no anonymity. Every face has a story. Every doorway leads to a life crammed into a few square meters. Rico walks with confidence, greeting everyone by name. An old woman sorts plastic bottles. Men play cards. A mother bathes her baby on the doorstep. This is his world, and he navigates it with ease. He points out the hand-painted barbershop sign, potted plants on a window, small acts of defiance against the chaos. This isn't just a collection of shacks, it's a neighborhood, a community, a universe unto itself. Here, you're not just a visitor, you're a witness. The boundaries between public and private blur. You feel the pulse of life in every step. The city outside recedes, and you're left with the raw, unfiltered reality of Tondo. It's humbling and unforgettable. The sounds here never stop, a symphony of survival, 24/7. Roosters crow before dawn, brooms scrape dirt paths, oil sizzles in pans. Life spills into the alleyways. Walls are thin, doors always open. As the sun rises, the clang of hammers and whir of sewing machines take over. Vendors shout, tricycles sputter through narrow gaps, children's laughter rings out. Their games are simple, their joy infectious, a reminder that childhood finds a way. By night, the symphony softens. Families gather outside, a guitar strums, quiet conversation drifts. The sounds become intimate, the community winding down under a sky you can't quite see. It's the sound of humanity, stripped bare. Here, every day is a fight to survive, but also a celebration of life. The music never truly stops. It's the heartbeat of Tondo. Elena sits outside her home, hands sorting recyclables with practiced grace. 20 years of collecting what others throw away, enough to buy rice and vegetables, never more. She speaks without self-pity. This is her life, her work. Her dream is for her daughters to escape this cycle, to have clean hands and jobs with desks. Every spare peso goes to their education. A few doors down, Paolo, a young tricycle driver, invites me in. 8 people share a single room. He hustles daily, hoping to one day own his own tricycle. It's not a grand ambition, but it means freedom. More for his family, less for rent. He talks about floods, sickness, and the constant struggle, but also about friends, basketball, and belonging. We're all in the same boat, he says, so we help each other row. Neither sees themselves as victims. They are fighters, providers, dreamers. Their hope is quiet, but powerful. In these cramped rooms, hope is as tangible as the heat. Their stories are not of defeat, but of resilience, and they echo through every alleyway. Poverty here is a physical weight, a 20-liter jug of water carried from the communal tap. Water isn't free. Every container costs precious pesos. Families constantly choose more water or more rice. Sanitation is a luxury. Many rely on crowded communal toilets or makeshift solutions. Disease and infection are constant threats. Work is informal and precarious. Vendors, drivers, laborers, recyclers. If you don't work, you don't eat. There's no safety net. A single illness or typhoon can plunge a family into crisis. The threat of eviction looms. Homes built on land that isn't theirs, always at risk. Relocation means losing jobs, schools, support networks. Instability makes it impossible to plan for the future. Here, survival is a daily calculation. Beauty here is found in the makeshift. Homes are sculpted from necessity: plywood, tin, tarps, campaign posters. Every patch and nail tells a story of resourcefulness. Nothing is wasted. Everything gets a second life. Houses climb vertically, stacked in defiance of gravity. Inside, a single room serves every purpose for an entire family. Space is precious. Every inch is used. Every object has its place. Privacy is rare, but community is strong. Thin walls mean shared lives, arguments, laughter, prayers all heard. When someone needs help, neighbors step in. The architecture binds people together, creating a web of mutual support. In scarcity, they find connection. For children, the slum is a kingdom. Alleyways become playgrounds, dirt paths, racetracks. Toy cars are tin cans, kites are plastic bags, sand piles become beaches. Their imaginations transform squalor into magic. Games are simple. Joy is self-made. Laughter is the most hopeful sound here. But dangers are real. Open drains, unsafe structures, malnutrition. Education is a struggle. Many help their parents instead of going to school. Yet, dreams persist. A girl wants to be a teacher. A boy, a policeman. They study by candlelight. Textbooks worn and shared. Education is their ticket out. Ambition, their quiet rebellion. They're not just playing in the dirt. They're dreaming of the stars. Their hope is the future of Tondo. What holds this place together are invisible threads: shared hardship, mutual dependence, and, if disaster strikes, the community rebuilds together. Kindness is instinctive. Babysitting, sharing food, pooling money for medicine. These small acts create a safety net where none exists. Local leaders like Rico anchor the community, mediating disputes and organizing projects. They run feeding programs, advocate for basic services, and give the community a voice. This sense of unity is their greatest asset. Its strength, resilience, and hope woven into daily life. In a world obsessed with individualism, Tondo reminds us of the power of community. Here, being a neighbor means survival. The wealth of this place isn't material, it's human, and it's what endures. Amid struggle, moments of beauty shine. Small mercies that light up hardship. A girl waters a flower in a tin can. A family shares a meal of rice and fish with warmth. A mother's lullaby becomes a pocket of peace. Hope here is practical dry laundry, enough passengers, a healthy child. But it's also deeper. The belief that sacrifice will give the next generation a better life. Kindness is everywhere. A helping hand, a shared smile, a glass of water. Those with little are often the most generous. These moments don't romanticize poverty, they reveal full humanity. Lives here are defined by resilience, generosity, and hope. Suffering is real, but so is love. In small mercies, you find the true heart of Tondo. It beats strong, against all odds. Leaving Tondo is jarring. The city outside feels like another world. The contrast is dizzying. What you've seen lingers. Faces and stories stay with you, making poverty real, not abstract. The line between us and them is thinner than we think. This isn't about pity, it's about empathy and connection. The problems are massive, but inaction isn't an option. Change starts with understanding, listening, and rejecting simple narratives. Support organizations that empower these communities. This journey wasn't about the exotic, it was about finding the familiar in the unfamiliar. The people of Tondo are not other. They are us, playing life on a harder setting. The least we can do is see them, hear them, and remember their humanity. Empathy is the first step toward change. The road forward is long, but it begins with seeing and remembering.